Hello everyone, hope everybody's doing great today, and thank you for those one or two of you who will be watching this video. I appreciate it. You probably already turned off the video right now, but hey, if you're still here, thank you very much. Today I'll be talking about Under the Queen's Umbrella, starring Kim Hye-Soo. Hopefully I pronounced the actress's name correctly. If not, I apologize. And I also apologize ahead if I start coughing. I still got a little cough going on. But today we'll be talking about this. This is going to be a review, no spoilers. I did do like a chapter, basically a chapter by chapter breakdown, but this is just a review of the Tools overall series. So let's get into this. Under the Queen's Umbrella is basically about a queen who has four sons. I'm trying to remember if she had four or five. Four sons who, one of them's the crown prince, the other three are well, they're just your regular princess, but but they are kind of like troublemakers and are frowned upon by the rest of the people in the kingdom and the palace, especially. Well, especially in the palace, not so much overall kingdom, but in the palace. We also see that our king, he has like 8 or 9 other concubines, and they have their children. And we have the Empress Dowager, who doesn't like the queen at all, and definitely doesn't like her children, because she feels like her children harms the reputation of her son, who is the king. Therefore, the story is basically about how the Queen Dowager and these other concubines are trying to overthrow the queen and the crown prince and put another one of the princes on the throne as the crown prince. And the battle and the political struggle that this queen has to go through to prove that not only is her sons not delinquents or troublemakers, but they're also capable princes who are worthy of the title. And so she basically goes head to head and to defeat those who are trying to overtake her position and destroy her and her sons. The show, we'll get into this. Marvelous actors did a great job. The direction was great. Everything played out very well. The cinematography is excellent. We got great stories. Not only do we get to see the backgrounds of our heroes and the princess, but we also get to see the other concubines and their motives, and why they want their sons to eventually become crown prince, and how their sons feel about this possibility. Not all the concubines and princes are evil and despicable, but they actually got good qualities and principles and things that good attributes that would make them to be good crown princes. So you kind of can root for those who are trying to get that title, the crown prince, and overthrow the queen. There's only really 3 characters where they're just pure evil and bad, and of course that's the Queen Dowager, and there's another concubine and another son. They really don't show any good qualities in these 3 characters. I guess that could be like a negativity kind of thing, where every time you see them on the screen, they're just terrible people, just lusting after power and stuff. But the other characters who are going for the throne, you see their good sides and their bad sides. You see some of the good concubines make bad decisions for their lust of power, and how their after effects of when they fell, and seeing what kind of person they turn into, and that much, you get to see that in the show. It does a very good job doing that. And I've been kind of looking for a show like this where we have like a king and a queen striving for a common goal, and working together. And while the king does have multiple concubines and stuff, and it's unclear how much these 2 characters, the king and the queen, really love each other or anything. But one thing is very clear is that they have the highest respect for one another, and they trust each other into doing the right thing, which is great. I kind of like that, enjoyed it very much in that part. This show also has a little bit of a mystery because the king's how he became king is kind of clouded in mystery, and his legitimacy as being king is in question, and how they go about making it a legitimate how they end up going about resolving that issue is something that plays out later on in this series. It's probably more focused in the last 2 to 4 episodes of how he became king, and such. And I kind of like that. I kind of enjoy like the suspense and the mystery of that. I thought that was very well played out in this series. If there's like a common theme in this series, I would probably say it does have more to do with the king and his storyline, and it's about like how a sin or guilt can really hamper our lives and make our lives difficult because we're always because that regret of doing such an action. And once we are able to do like a repentance process, and how that weight of the sin that we committed can be lifted off our shoulders, and we can be more free and live a happier life. That's kind of one of the themes here. Also, well, it's probably like the main thing I got out of this. There's probably other little ones. So this show is like very political driven, because it's all about her defending those who are trying to attack her family. And so basically the umbrella is like her shield, her guarding her children, even extends to the king, and sometimes even to like the other concubines, her trying to protect everybody like that. The king also also plays a part, shielding her and protecting her as she's able to let her do the things that she needs to do to guard people, especially early on in the series where people are accusing her of stuff, and it looks like there's evidence of her doing wrong and stuff, but the king does shield her from these attacks and allows her to act freely and to doing what she has to do to not only protect her kids, but to help him out into the future as well. This does have, I would say this is probably 95% political stuff going on, like political maneuvering. So you like those kind of shows, you love it. But if you're also somebody who likes some romance, you get a touch of that in this too, especially starting about episodes 6 or 8. You start to get the love interest between a noblewoman and one of the brothers, and you get to see that slowly developed. They don't really spend a lot of time on there, but the time they do spend on there are very precise and convey the feelings that the two have for each other very well. You also get one of the princesses kind of a little bit of a whore dog in there, and you get a little bit of the romance between him and a girl that he likes, and the difficulties that will cause for the family as well. Overall, I think it's a great show. If you're still here at 8.5 minutes, usually when I review shows, graded on 3 principles. One is recommend with caution, which means like a lot of people are not going to like this. Recommend, which means 50-50, and then highly recommend means I think a great majority of people will enjoy this. I'm going to recommend this. And I'll highly recommend those who just like those where it's like a political show where people are using strategy and trying to maneuver pieces on the board to get what they want. I would highly recommend this for those kind of people. If you're somebody who's not really, you just like historical dramas, not really into the political stuff, and you like a little bit of everything, I would say I'll recommend this. It is definitely worth a watch. You get everything in here, and it's not so serious all the time. You do get like little breaks from the heavy strategy and people putting people down and trying to kill or harm people. You do get that, so I would recommend it for those people as well. I also would like to say here at the end, after I grade it, something that's popped in my mind. The show does sorry, getting ready to stutter. The show does seem to rely heavily on like the nature of people are good a lot, like because there's parts where the queen tries to appeal to the good side of people, which in some circumstances, there's one circumstance I'm not really sure if that would have worked in this show, and it's basically has to do with all the scholars are together and they're trying to judge which prince should be the next crown prince, and she tries to appeal to their greater side. I think the writers have like a little bit too much faith into people choosing right from good, especially what is going on in that time. I don't want to give it away too much, but I feel like sometimes the writers go too far into thinking that people will always choose the good side, except if you're the Queen Dowager and the evil concubine and her son, but everybody else will choose the good side if they have those choices. I think they kind of lean too heavily on that part, if that's one of the faults. Something else popped in my mind, but I can't remember. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day, and hopefully until next time. Hey, if you're still here at the 11-minute mark, you might have liked something, hit the like button and subscribe. Try to do all kinds of foreign stuff, but the only reason I'm writing because I know nobody's going to be here at this time. Have a great day. Bye.